2019 Week 6 college football predictions and picks coming your way right now. What is up and welcome to another special edition of Lego on Fuego's college football predictions and picks. Now this is all for fun, just like College Game Day does prior to the noon kickoff games on Saturdays. So these picks are for entertainment purposes only and meant to be debated respectfully in the comments below. However, if it is the spread you're worried about, which in the comments in the past have shown that to be the case, those spread picks will be pinned in the comments below on Monday as soon as I can get to it. As you can see here at the time of this recording, I'm 46-27 against the spread. That's good for first place in my channel's Yahoo College Football Pick'em page. But again, this is just for fun. I don't claim to be an expert. Alright, disclaimer over. Who's up first?
Warning. All prediction and preview videos are recorded on the Friday prior to the week of the games covered. As a result, any injuries, benchings, and any and all information available to me and each team's last performance are unknown at the time of recording. As the season goes on, these will be more and more accurate. In other words, enjoy.
You've got us on the road on a Friday night at Cincinnati. You don't need any more information on the game? Nope. I saw Cincinnati against Ohio State. UCF wins big. Next. At the request of the fans, we're going to start off with least likely, mid likely, and most likely, where you let us know who's the least likely to lose, who's the mid likely to lose, and who's the most likely to lose out of the following 3 games. Nice. Coming in hot from the start. They don't call me Lego on Fuego for nothing. All right, who we got? My Gators are at home against Auburn. Okay. Tough one. What else? My Ducks are at home against Cal. Wow. Oregon's offense against Cal's defense. I like it. And lastly, our Wolverines are at home against Iowa. Man, oh man. Y'all are not trying to make it easy on me today, are you? Alright, I'll take a crack at it. For the least likely to lose, I'll take Oregon over Cal. Cal's defense is obviously very good, but I'm not sure their offense is going to be able to orchestrate enough points to get the win in Eugene. Mid likely to lose, I'll take my Michigan Wolverines. I'm not really sure what to expect out of my favorite college football team. We're either going to turn the corner in a big way, or we're going to do what's more likely, which is go like 8-5 or something like that, like we did 2 years ago with John O'Corn under center. That seems to be more the telegraphed path. Nate Stanley is the real deal. Iowa is a lot like Wisconsin, same kind of brand of football, just not as good at it as Wisconsin is. That's not a knock on Iowa, that's more of a compliment to Wisconsin. Still, they'll look to do the same kind of things, like bully us around completely. Plus, that defense is greedy and manly, and our offense blows. Still, with all that said, I have to hope that Harbaugh realizes that he has a lot of athletes on this team, and he needs to start using them, the way he did in desperation time when he had to against Wisconsin at the end. If Harbaugh saw that and still continues to try to run draws up the middle with Ben Mason and tries to play big boy football, then I give up on this season and I'd rather watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians on the weekends. Or go to my friend's daughter's first birthday party. Pretty much anything that doesn't include watching Michigan football. Lastly, for most likely to lose, I'll take Florida. Now this was a tough one, mainly because the game's at the Swamp. Florida's defense is outstanding. Bo Nix is not. At least not yet. Both quarterbacks are going to really struggle in this game. It's going to be a grinded out, slow-paced SEC football game. But in the end, I like Auburn until that October 26th matchup against LSU to remain unbeaten. Interesting side note, I found it harder to take Auburn in this game with Felipe Franks out than I did with him in. Now that Trask is under center, he looks to be a little bit better of an option than Franks was. Or at the very least, he's more careful with the football. Alright, let's get into the score for no reason segment, where I give you a score, but I don't give you a reason. As a reminder, these videos are made on Fridays. I don't have injury reports or anything of the sort, or the spreads to go off of, so if you want my updated scores, they're pinned in the comments below. Please don't miss that part if you're looking for the actual spread picks. Alright, shoot. Boston College at Louisville. 27-20, Boston College. Vodtech at Miami. 27-24, Miami. North Carolina at Georgia Tech. 31-26, North Carolina. Pitt at Duke. Ooh, tough one. I'll take Pitt. 24-20. OK State at Texas Tech. 40-31, OK State. TCU at Iowa State. Great game. 28-26, Iowa State. Texas at West Virginia. 45-30, Texas. Baylor at Kansas State. 32-28, Kansas State. That rhymed. Purdue at Penn State. 34-24, Penn State. Arizona at Colorado. What size shirt do you have on? It's a youth medium. It's all I could find. Questionable. I'll take you, the Buffs. 32-28. Vandy at Ole Miss. Do I have to pick this game? I mean, we're sure as heck not gonna beg. Okay, then I won't pick it. Whew, those are always tiresome. Okay, what's on the agenda now? Let's answer 3 recent commenter questions. My boy Stan asked, how much pride was swallowed moving the Buckeyes to number 3? Excellent question, Stan, and thank you so much for the support. As I answered you, it really wasn't that hard. I tried to separate this channel from my emotions. I want to at least have some kind of credibility. The Buckeyes have looked excellent. I have to give credit where credit is due. This one's not really a question, but I did want to address it. Husky Fan 01 tells me that I'm blowing up. He wants me to remember him when I get big. Although I would love it if this channel ever got big, no matter what happens, I will never, ever, ever forget those that are taking the time out of their day to actually support me the way that you guys do. So big or not, that doesn't change anything. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but I've commented plenty of times where that's one of my biggest fears about growing, is that I like the community aspect of all this, and obviously the bigger I get, the less I can keep up with the comments. But for now, I'm doing the best I can to comment to every single person because, well, you guys show me love, I'm trying to do the same to you. Thanks for your support, Husky Fan. You're a real OG. You've been with me from the beginning, and I appreciate it. Bolson Sports asks, you don't have a Washington shirt? WTF? Ow! I have one, but it's kind of small. Wow, those were some excellent questions. Great job, you guys. This week's comment of the week, which there are plenty to choose from because you guys are great, comes from my boy Black Magic. I love this one. I cracked up at it. He writes, why y'all so negative? Make your own channel if you can do better. Which the reason why I love this one is that it is so dead on accurate. I spend about 30 hours a week on these YouTube videos and still people are kind of negative about things every now and then. Furthermore, I don't claim to be an expert or anything of the sort. I'm simply just making these so that we can comment below and debate and talk college football, the sport that we love. I'm not making these videos claiming to be some expert on bets and tips. And I only give my spread picks because I'm being asked for them. Then Andrew Adams replies, he's picking 50 games. He might get 12 correct. Well, Andrew, I'm 46-27 against the spread on this channel's Yahoo College Football Pick'em page. I did ask before the season started for everyone to join that page so that things like this won't happen. If you think you can outpick me, get on the page. Otherwise, this is what you're doing. And this is what you need to be doing. I'm just kidding, I'm not that mean, just trying to defend myself. Alright, let's go to another segment I like to call, You Upset, Bro? This is where I'm going to take 2 possible upsets, and I'm going to give you 1 to have confidence in. This week I'm choosing Washington on the road against the Stanford Cardinal, and Nebraska in front of the home crowd against Northwestern. So presumably, the underdogs in this game will be Northwestern and Stanford, 2 teams that have had a great deal of success in recent years. And I'm picking Northwestern to pull off the upset on the road. Now, clearly Stanford is better than Northwestern because, well, they've already played them this year and they already beat them. And Stanford is at home, whereas Northwestern's on the road. But Stanford is playing Washington. Northwestern, on the other hand, is playing an overhyped Nebraska team fresh off of probably getting their butts whooped by Ohio State. I like Pat Fitzgerald to really get his team hyped up in this one, and for Nebraska to be completely scratching his head as to how they got back to this point this season. Don't forget to check below in that pinned comment to see if I still feel that way on Monday. And lastly, let me break down this Michigan State-Ohio State game. Whoopee! My favorite thing to do, give an analysis on 2 teams I absolutely can't stand. Now, Ohio State has proven to have a really, really good offense, but this will be the first time that Justin Fields has to truly throw the football. And while the Buckeyes' run game has also been steady, Michigan State's run defense is nothing to play with. Fields is not really known as a pure thrower, so he'll be tested in this one. On the other side of the football, Ohio State is much improved, and that's not very good news for a Michigan State offense that has sputtered at moments this season, and of course in recent years past. Here in 2019, the most notable struggle game was against Arizona State at home. Completely took me and a lot of others by surprise. A little nugget that I'd like to point out though is that statistically, this is actually Brian Lewerke's best season so far. At the time of this recording, his completion percentage is 62.3%. That's the first time in his entire career at Michigan State that he's been 60% or better. He's also averaging 7.4 yards per completion. Before that, his personal best was in 2016 and 2017, where he averaged 6.7 yards per completion. His touchdown to interception ratio this year is 7-1. Last year, it was 8-11. So very much improved at taking care of the football. But he also hasn't had Chase Young coming after him yet. Now I look at Ohio State and I see a loss or 2 coming. I know they've looked excellent, but you simply cannot come from Urban Meyer to a new football coach and expect to go undefeated. Not in this conference. So I'm trying to decide when to pull the trigger on when I think they're going to lose so that I look smart. Now, a lot of people are going to say the most likely option is going to be Wisconsin, but I don't know. That game's at home. They're going to be hyped up for it. Wisconsin's obviously a better football team than Michigan State, but I think the upset's going to come out of nowhere, not out of somewhere. The Buckeyes have now won the Ohio State Spartan matchup 3 years in a row, with the last time they lost being the year that Zeke Elliott proved what kind of a crybaby he is. I'm saying that it won't be 4 years in a row. That's right, I like little brother to pull off the upset against Ohio State. Justin Fields will prove his critics right that he cannot throw the football well enough to win against a defense like Sparty's. See below for that score prediction, but unless anything drastically changes, I'm sticking with my hunch, and my hunch is that MSU's going to win. Yeah, buddy! Alright, so there you have it. My week 6 college football predictions and picks. I hope you enjoyed watching them. I always enjoy making them. Subscribe right here if you want the most fun, entertaining, and creative college football content all season long. Like this video if you liked it. Today I'm shouting out my boy Bobby Durkins. Now he's a Clemson fan, but he covers all things college football, and he's extremely funny and exciting to watch. When you get to his page, let him know that Lego on Fuego sent you, tell him that's not his real accent, and let him know that Seneca stinks. He'll know what I'm talking about. I'm Lego on Fuego. The fire's out for now, but it will be back up and running again real soon. I'll see you guys then, and God bless. Hey, Lego on Fuego, you forgot to do Georgia at Tennessee.
No, I didn't.
How rude!